Hello students, today we are going to discuss molecular orbital theory. Before coming to this theory, we have to know the characteristics or special features about this theory. So let's discuss those one by one. Number one is uh, atoms, electrons remain in atomic orbitals. In atoms, electrons remain in atomic orbitals, right? But in molecules, electrons remain in the orbitals, which are called molecular orbitals. And these molecular orbitals are the exclusive property of the molecule, not for the individual atoms, right? Now, the thing is, this at what condition the atomic orbitals will try to combine with each other to form the molecular orbital. When the atomic orbitals which are trying to combine will have the same energy and same symmetry, okay, same symmetry property, then only they can combine to form the molecular orbitals. Now the third point is the number of molecular orbitals formed is equal to the number of atomic orbitals combined. If two atomic orbitals combine to form the molecule, two molecular orbitals will be formed. Okay. As for example, if two atomic orbitals combine, two MOs or two molecular orbitals are formed. One is called bonding molecular orbital, other one is called anti-bonding molecular orbital. Bonding MO has the lower energy where the electrons prefer to stay, and anti-bonding MO is the MO which is of higher energy. Electrons always prefer to stay in the bonding molecular orbital, that is of lower energy. Okay. Now, electrons are filled up in the molecular orbitals of a molecule according to above principle. Correct? That means electrons will be filled up in the lower energy molecular orbitals first, then they will go to the higher energy molecular orbitals, until and unless all the molecular orbitals in the lower energy are filled up, they will not go to the higher energy MO. Okay, so first lower energy MOs will be filled up, then higher energy MOs will be filled up. Okay. Now let's discuss the formation of or you can say the combination of atomic orbital to form the molecular orbital. Suppose psi A is the atomic orbital of one atom A, psi B is the atomic orbital of one atom B. They are combining to form a molecule AB. So in the molecule AB, what are the molecular orbitals that will be formed? One will form the bonding molecular orbital, that is called sigma MO, sigma molecular orbital, and another is called anti-bonding molecular orbital, that is termed as sigma star. So sigma MO is formed by the positive combination of psi A and psi B. That's why sigma equals to psi A plus psi B. But anti-bonding molecular orbitals is forming due to by negative combination of A and B. That's why psi star, sigma star, you can write that is equals to psi A minus psi B. So when two atomic orbitals are combining, two types of molecular orbitals are formed, sigma and sigma star. Sigma is bonding molecular orbital, sigma star is anti-bonding MO. Okay. So psi MO, you can write psi A plus minus psi B. If it is psi A plus psi B, then it is sigma. If it is psi A minus psi B, then it is sigma star. So this is called the linear combination of atomic orbital to form the molecular orbitals. Linear combination of atomic orbitals to form the molecular orbital. Okay. Now, if z-axis is taken to be a bond axis, that means if in the molecule z-axis is the bond axis, that means z-axis is the axis where the bond in the direction of which the bond is forming, then 2pz orbitals of two combining atoms will form the sigma bond, because sigma bond axis is the z-axis. That's why 2pz orbitals of two atoms A and B will form the sigma bond, whereas 2px and 2pz orbitals, this will be 2py. 2px and 2py orbitals will form the pi bonds. Okay, will form the pi molecular orbitals. Since Z is the axis for a bond that is forming between A and B, so 2pz combination of 2pz orbitals of A and B will form sigma 2pz and sigma star 2pz, but combination of 2px and 2py orbitals of A and B will form pi 2px and pi 2py as bonding MO, and pi star 2px and pi star 2py as anti-bonding MO. Okay, so combination of 2px orbitals of two atoms or 2py orbitals of two atoms will form the pi molecular orbitals, pi bonding MO and pi anti-bonding MO, and 2py orbitals also it will form pi bonds, pi bonding MO and pi anti-bonding MO. Okay, now you see the different combination of the orbitals. Here you see the 2pz orbitals of two atoms are forming sigma bond. That's why two types of molecular orbitals are formed, sigma 2pz and sigma star 2pz, because Z is the bond axis. That's why along the axis of Z bond is forming, sigma bond is forming, and the electrons, these two electrons will prefer to stay in the lower energy bonding molecular orbital sigma 2pz. Okay, so here you see suppose two atoms A and B will contain 1s atomic orbital and they are combining, so they will combine to form sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. So both these two electrons will stay in the lower energy sigma 1s orbital, that means lower energy bonding MO. But if the combining orbitals, if the combining atoms have 2px or 2py as the valence orbitals, 2px or 2py is the valence orbital, then either it will form pi 2px and pi star 2px. Pi 2px is the pi bonding MO, pi star 2px is the pi anti-bonding MO, or it can form pi 2py or pi star 2py if 2py orbitals are combined. Okay, so both these two electrons will form stay in the lower energy pi 2px orbital or pi 2py molecular orbital, either pi 2px molecular orbital or pi 2py bonding molecular orbital. Okay, so they will not stay to the higher energy pi star 2px or pi star 2py. They are called anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Electrons prefer to stay in the lower energy bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, now generally in molecules 1s, 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz orbitals of combining atoms combine to form different molecular orbitals. They could be bonding, they could be anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So which are the orbitals generally combined to each other? 1s of two atoms, 2s, 2px, 2py and 2pz orbitals of two atoms or more than two atoms combine to form different molecular orbitals. Now for lithium, when lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon and nitrogen atoms combine to form molecules like Li2, Be2, B2, C2, N2, then the energy of the molecular orbitals are given in the increasing order. Here you see for lithium to nitrogen, the increasing order of molecular orbitals are given by sigma 1s, lowest molecular orbital energy, then sigma star 1s for the 1s combinations. Now for the 2s combinations, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. Now for the 2px, 2py combination, so pi 2px, pi 2py, they have the similar energy. Okay, then sigma 2pz orbital will come, sigma 2pz, since z is the bond axis, so sigma 2pz, sigma 2pz is the bonding MO. Then the energy that will be higher than sigma 2pz is pi star 2px and pi star 2py. Okay, then its corresponding anti-bonding orbital, that means sigma star 2pz will come. So this is going to be the order of the increasing energy of different molecular orbitals for these molecules, lithium to nitrogen, Li2, Be2, B2C2, N2. Okay, now so this order of energy you must have to remember. so that you can feel the electrons easily in the increasing molecular orbitals, increasing energy in this increasing in these orbitals, so that you can easily calculate the bond order parameter or any other important parameters for molecules. Okay, so this is going to be the order of energy of different molecular orbitals formed by the combination of these atoms. Okay, so this order we have to remember. Now for other molecules like oxygen, O2, F2, the increasing energy order of the molecular orbitals are given by first sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, then 2s combination, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, then 2pz will come, sigma 2pz, then pi 2px, pi 2py, then pi star 2px, pi star 2py, and then at last sigma star 2pz. Okay, so in case of other molecules like Li2, Be2, N2, C2, this sigma 2pz was in between this and this, but for O2 and F2, sigma 2pz will come first, then pi 2px, pi 2py, and then pi star 2px, pi star 2py. Okay, now how could you calculate bond order and magnetic behavior of different molecules? The bond order is calculated by this formula: number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbitals Nb minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals divided by 2. Okay, so this bond, if the bond order is 1, that means single bond is formed between the atoms. If bond order is 2, that means double bond is formed between the atoms. If bond order is 3, then triple bond is formed between the atoms. So higher the bond order, more will be the number of bonds between the atoms. Okay, more will be the number of bonds between the atoms. Now, how could you calculate the magnetic nature of the combining of the molecule? If all the electrons, after distributing the electrons in the molecular orbitals, if you see that all the electrons are paired up, then the molecule must be diamagnetic. Otherwise, if you see any one or more unpaired electrons during the distribution of, after the distribution of the electrons in the molecular orbitals, then that molecule would be paramagnetic. Okay, so these sigma 2s, sigma 2pz, pi 2px, pi 2py, these are bonding molecular orbitals, and rest the orbitals with the star mark are the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, so let's discuss the examples of this kind, then we will realize this clearly. Now let's discuss the molecular orbital picture of different molecules. So let's start with the simplest one, hydrogen molecule, H2. So hydrogen atoms combine to form hydrogen molecule. The two hydrogen atoms with their 1s atomic orbital containing 1 electron will combine to form H2 molecule. So in the H2 molecule, what are the molecular orbitals that would be formed? We know that number of atomic orbitals combined will be the number of molecular orbitals formed. Two atomic orbitals are combining to form two molecular orbitals. One is sigma molecular orbital, that is bonding. Another is sigma star molecular orbital, that is anti-bonding. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s. So sigma 1s, sigma star 1s. So both the two electrons of two hydrogen atoms will stay in the bonding sigma 1s molecular orbital. So what is going to be the bond order? Bond order equals to number of electrons in the bonding molecular orbital, that means 2, minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding, that means 0, by 2, that is equals to 1. That means single bond. We know single bond is present between two hydrogen atoms in hydrogen molecule. So here you see after the distribution of the electrons in the molecular orbitals, all the electrons are paired up, all the electrons are in the paired state, so it is diamagnetic in nature. So now helium 2, He2. So helium has the valence shell configuration 1s2, electron configuration 1s2. So in He2 molecule, the molecular orbitals formed are since two atomic orbitals are combining, so two molecular orbitals will be formed here. One is sigma 1s, another is sigma star 1s. So there are 4 electrons, 1s2 na, so there are 4 electrons total. So 2 electrons will go to the bonding molecular orbitals first, then the rest 2 electrons will go to the antibonding molecular orbital. So this is the distribution of the electrons in the molecular orbitals. So how now, what is the bond order? Bond order will be 2 minus antibonding molecular orbital electrons, that means 2 by 2, that is equals to 0, correct? So this bond order 0 implies there is no bond between He2 molecule, that means He2 molecule does not exist at all, right? So here you see, and if if the He2 molecule would have existed, then the molecule would be diamagnetic in nature, but there is no existence of He2 molecule, that's why bond order is coming as 0. Okay, now let's discuss some other molecules like Li2. Okay, so in Li2, here we know that in the molecule lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, the distribution of the energy of the molecular orbitals are in this order: sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, then pi to px, pi to py, then sigma to pz, then pi star to px, pi star to py, and ultimately sigma star to pz. How many electrons are there in the lithium atom? We know lithium has the configuration 1s2 2s2, correct? So 2 atomic orbitals will combine, 4 atomic orbitals will combine, 1 2 3 4. So 4 molecular orbitals are being formed. So here by the combination of 2 1s atomic orbitals, 2 molecular orbitals are forming, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, and by the combination of 2s orbitals, 2 molecular orbitals are formed, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. So here you see sigma 1s2. There are how many electrons total? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, total 8 electrons. So these are going to be the distribution of electrons in the molecular orbitals. So here you see sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. So these are the electrons distribution. Rest molecular orbitals are still vacant, correct? Now what is going to be the bond order? Bond order is number of electrons in the bonding MO. So 2 plus 2, that means 4, minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding MO. 2 plus 2, that means 4. So 4 minus 4 by 2, that means 0. So no bond is formed between 2 lithium atoms in the Li2 molecule. So we can say that even Li2 molecule does not exist. Okay, so let's discuss oxygen molecule. O2 molecule does exist, right? So there must be some bond order that can be obtained in the molecular orbital picture of O2. So this is going to be the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p4, and this for oxygen we know the molecular orbital are distributed in this way: sigma 1s, sigma star 1, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, sigma 2pz will come first, then pi to px, pi to py, and then antibonding pi star to px, pi star to py, and sigma star to pz. Now how many electrons? Total 2 plus 2 plus 4, 8 electrons. So 2 atoms, 2 oxygen atoms, so 8 into 2, total 16 electrons are there. Okay, 2 plus 2 plus 4, total 8 electrons for one oxygen atom. But in O2 molecule there are 2 oxygen atoms, so 2 into 8, total 16 electrons. These 16 electrons are distributed in this way, following the above principle that we already discussed in structure of atom. So lower molecular orbitals will be filled up, lower energy molecular orbitals will be filled up first, then higher energy MOs. So 2 plus 2, 2, 2, 2, these are all electrons, and 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and these two will be filled up by single electrons first, then it will be double, na? So 14, 15, and 16. So these are the 16 electrons. Now you calculate the bond order. How many electrons in a bonding molecular orbital? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, total 10 electrons, minus 6 electrons in the antibonding, 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, total 6 by 2, that is equals to 2. That means we know that there are double bonds between oxygen, between two oxygen atoms in oxygen molecule. That's why bond order is coming as 2. And here you see all the electrons are not paired up. Even you can see that there are 2 unpaired electrons present in the molecular orbitals of O2. So that's why O2 is paramagnetic in nature. Okay. Now the last one, and now this is the molecular orbital picture for O2 molecule. Here's 1s combination, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, 2s combinations, sigma 2s, sigma star 2ps, 2s, and 2px, 2py, 2pz have the same energy. They are degenerate orbitals for oxygen atoms. So here also for oxygen atoms, atomic orbitals of oxygen means 1s, 2s, and 2px, 2py, 2pz. Here also atomic orbitals of oxygen means 1s, 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz, right? So here you see that there are electrons that are distributed in the oxygen atoms. Now these are the molecular orbitals formed. One is sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. These two molecular orbitals are formed by the combination of these 1s atomic orbitals. That's why I have joined these in this way. Sigma 2s, sigma star 2s are formed by 2s combinations. That's why they are linked with the 2s orbitals. Sigma 2pz is formed by combination of 2pz and 2pz. Now you can ask me, sir, why you have joined the sigma 2pz with the 2px. 2px, 2py, and 2pz have the same energy. So you can join the 2pz, sigma 2pz to whichever orbital you want, right? It's your choice because both these 3 orbitals have the same energy. They are the degenerate set of orbitals, right? So 2pz I have connected with this. 2px, 2py, sigma 2pz. After sigma 2pz, which orbital will come? Which MO will come? Pi 2px, pi 2py. Those I have connected with these. Then pi star 2px, pi star 2py I have connected with this. Sigma star 2pz I have connected with this, right? So you see all the electrons are not paired up. There are 2 unpaired electrons that are present in the pi star 2px and pi star 2py orbital. That's why oxygen is paramagnetic in nature, and the bond order is equal to 2 for oxygen molecule. Okay, so these are the important topics of chemical bonding chapter. Molecular orbital theory is one of them. So questions can come. Draw the molecular orbital picture of O2 molecule or N2 molecule, then show it is diamagnetic or paramagnetic, or show its magnetic behavior, or calculate the bond order of this molecule. So this type of questions can come from these topics, right? And even from hybridization also questions can come directly, right? Like what is the hybridization of or draw the hybrid orbital picture or hybridization picture for ethylene molecule or acetylene molecule. Draw the orbital diagram of ethylene molecule and show the hybridization. What do you mean by hybridization? That also can come in the form of questions, right? So these are the 3 topics that I am putting in the video. Hope you have understood all the topics. Thank you for listening.